All right, so I'm making a quick how-to Pear Deck because I saw that a lot of teachers are spending hours and hours grading, and that's not cool. I want to save your personal time for you. Pear Deck is a program that will let you look at every student's screen all at once and get quick instantaneous feedback, or you can even do art with the kids. Like, it's literally amazing. It will change your life, and you won't have to spend hours looking through a bunch of Google Docs for grading. You can actually use the class time to grade, and that's the best thing about Pear Deck. So I'm just gonna get started and show you how easy it is, because all you do is just create a Google slide. So if you go new, Google slide, and you can either use existing Google slides that you already have, if you've already got lectures and you just wanna use those, or you can just create something simple, like I'm gonna show you the different styles of questions and feedback you can get from students on Pear Deck. So it's up to you. There's a bunch of different ways you can do this. So all you do is create your Google Slides or use an existing one that you already have. I'm just going to add a little theme here so it's not so bland. And Pear Deck How To. And maybe I want to ask the kids, what's your name? But you don't even have to ask them what their name is, because they're required to sign in with their Google school emails. And so automatically it pops up their name and everything, because it's all tied to Google. And so that's the beauty of this, is that you will see who's on your screen all at once, and you don't have to do a lot of running around. Even you don't even do attendance. You do attendance with this. You can tell the kids, like, shut your cameras off, because I can see your screens and I can see you interacting or not. So once you're in here, you just do add-ons and Pear Deck, and then you just say open Pear Deck add-ons. And then here's where you can just create a bunch of interactive questions that you create right here. So this is ask students questions. And I'll show you the student side later here, but here all I do is I go add a slide. I'm going to add a couple of different slides. We have 6 different styles of questions, so I'm going to have 6 different slides. So each slide is a different interaction, right? So I want to start with text. I want students to type, and then I want to see what they're typing on my screen, and I want to see all the students' responses all at once. So for that reason, like, maybe I'm an English teacher and I want to do something like, students, please all quick write who your hero is. And that's all I gotta do. See how easy that was? Done. And I'm gonna move on to the next style, and I'll show you what it looks like from their perspective in a second. So now I can get everybody's answers on that in 1 second. Then maybe I want draggable. So for these, you know, you could have an image on the screen, and you can ask them to move their draggable dots, chips, hearts, whatever. I'll show you. You can pick whatever color you want for them to have. So maybe I'm just going to go with red, and maybe you want a heart, or you can pick a different icon. And this actually is, you'll see this work with my students. I'll show you that next. So you basically put, students, move your chips onto your answers, please. And then that's it. You'll have maybe an image down here like you'll see in my video. Then maybe you want a number line sort of thing in math. Could use this however they want. Students, pick a number between 1 and 30. And then you just make this slide have numbers. Each one of these are just different ways that you can add interaction. You choose what you want. Then maybe you're an art teacher, or like me, I need them to draw something on the screen like you see in the video. And so you ask them to do that. Students, draw a picture or circle an item, or actually add text. You can add text on this as well. And then as long as you click the draw, you now have an interaction from them where they can do all that. I already did the draggable. Did I do the number? Hold on, let me see. So this one is type, text. This is draggable. I did the draggable. This is a number. This is, drawing. Okay, so the last ones I need are multiple choice, which I also demonstrate in the video, so I'm not gonna go crazy on this either, but you can put your answers here. So A for apple, B for boy, C for car, and I've had like 10 different answers on this. You can keep going. And then that part will show up on their end, but if you also want a screen, you can come down here and copy that if you want, or you can type it, whichever is quicker. But you don't have to do that. You can actually just have your own existing, type whatever you want here, and then just type in their multiple choice answers. And then last, oops, sorry, shoot, is a website. So the last style of thing you can do is you can add websites, because maybe you need to control their screen. The beauty of Pear Deck is that you're controlling their screen if you want to. You can let them do it, or you can just control their screen. And I control their screen because I want to make sure that they're on the right slide with me and they're interacting with all the questions with me. So for me, and I'm just getting a website here that I can put in, maybe I need them to learn my virtual classroom, so I'm getting that website and I'm putting it in here. And then this will make it so they have to go to that website because I'm controlling their screen. That's another beauty of this, is that students, please interact with my website classroom, and then find my textbook link, find my Zoom link, find my lab link, whatever it is. And then that's it. So see how quick and easy that was? There's 5 different styles of interaction I just created, and I did that from scratch, and it's done. And now I can just present. So let's say now I want to start the lesson because my students are here. I can just go up here and say start lesson. And then I want to control their screen. I want them to do it with me, so it's going to be an instructor pace activity. Okay, so now this is what happens every time. It gets a code to the students, and then I have, you see this right here, I've got an open teacher dashboard, That's the part you want, because that's the part that's going to show you all of their responses. So I'm going to click that at the same time. And I have a second screen over here. So I'm going to move that over for now. I'll move it back into your view in a second. But I'm going to come over here and I'm going to log into 2 computers. So I'm going to put the code in. So I'm just taking that and I'm putting the code in. So WIP, NHP. Okay, so I've got 1. So now I'm using my son's stuff so that you can see multiple screens. And WIP, NHP. Okay, you're going to notice that the first thing that pops up is they ask how they're feeling, right? Which is cool because it shows you the students' names on all their work. When they type anything, whenever they type something, or whenever they draw something, you're going to see the name, you're going to see their screen, and you're also going to see how they're feeling that day. That's not optional. They have to answer how they're feeling. So maybe you'll get a gist of how they are. So that's cool. So now that we've started the class, I'm just going to click that. And now we're going to start. So on this one, it says, what's your name? And so I'm going to move, this is the teacher screen. See how it says 2 students joined, and you can actually open the roster and you can see who is joined. These are my 2 sons. So that's, and see how right here it says what mood they're in. This is how you can take attendance. You don't even have to worry about attendance. And so now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to use their stuff to answer. Okay, so I think I forgot to put a Pear Deck on that one. So I'm going to skip number 1 because I forgot to add text. So here we go. All right, so here's one where actually I said there were 6 different styles of getting information, and there's text is the first one. So here I say, please write a quick write, right? Also want you to notice that there's a code up here, the same code. So if students are entering and exiting the Zoom, it's just up on the screen and they'll be able to see that. So you can say, okay guys, do a quick write for 5 minutes, and you can have a timer on here going because this is all integrated into your Google Slides. So this is the teacher's screen. This is what you see. So it says waiting for response, right? So now I'm going to say, hello, my teachers are my heroes on 1. And you see how they're, as they type, you see instantly what they're doing. So easy. My mom is my hero. And you can see who it is. So this is a quick screen, and they could just keep typing. So you see that Logan has typed that and Troy has typed that. And then when you're done, you can just keep scrolling down. I only have 2 people logged in, but you could just keep scrolling down and seeing 20 students all at once. And as you're going through it, you can actually just say, oh, okay, this is the example that I like the most. Like maybe I like this one the most. And so I'm going to show the responses to this one on the screen because that's the one I like. So there you go. Hello, my teachers are my heroes. Notice I didn't show the other one because it wasn't good. So sometimes you need to weed out, right? So that's an option. Or maybe you don't want to do that. And you want to actually show both of them. Just unstar and you can just show all the responses at once, okay? So either you go through and you see you know, ones you like, or just show everybody's answer all at once. So this is how you can use text. All right, so I'm going to move on to the next slide. Moving my screen over. The next type of style of Pear Deck was, moving your chip around. So here we have waiting for responses, and I'm going to have one of them click. And so I can actually, this is my teacher view, right? I haven't shown it on the screen, so you can decide to either show this or not. Some kids are answering with chips, and I show you this later, but one person is not responding. And on your teacher's dashboard, you can see that. It's like, oh, this Troy is not saying anything here. This is not good. And you see me using this in the video. I'm like, hey, so-and-so in class, respond, we're waiting on you. So then they respond. So I'm gonna actually show the responses here because I want you to see that you can click on this. Oh, hold on. When you show the responses, it doesn't show their name unless you have the whole teachers. So if you share your teacher's screen, you can actually hover over it if you want to reveal who it is. Like Logan is the one that's responding right now. If you don't want to show their names, then just don't show your teacher's screen. That's an option, right? So here, I start moving the other one, and now I have 2 responses. And now it doesn't have a name. We're not waiting on anybody anymore. You can see right away that everybody's responded. We're not waiting on anybody. So that's moving chips. That's draggable. All right, so next one. Pick a number between 1 and 30. Okay, so here's my teacher's screen. Pick a number between 1 and 30. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna say 7. And so right away on the teacher's screen, you can see someone said 7. Over here, you can do 23. And so this might be more helpful for math because you have like that ability to see between the 2 responses all at the same time, and you can have like 30 kids up here. And then you can either choose to show the responses where we all look at it together as a class. Oh, look, well, we've got this and this mathematically, however you want to do it. And then you can hide the responses. And then on your teacher's view, I'm sort of dragging this is the teacher's view. If someone's not responding, it will show up again in here. And if anybody ever leaves, you'll notice because it's like the 2 will drop down from 2 to like 1. And so you'll notice, oh, mental note, go check the attendance roster at the end. Okay, next one. Here's the picture one, like what if I'm an art teacher, or what if I just need to have students circle things, draw things as answers, and I use that in the video you're gonna see. Okay, so here we go. This is really cool. I want you to see what it looks like. Let's see if I can get that. The kids have like a bunch of different colors, and they have the ability to pick the width of their brushes. They can put text, they can put lines, they can put eraser. So they can draw stuff for you on their screen, and everybody has their own, and you can see all of their answers at once. So just let me try to do some art for you really quick. So maybe I want that. And so I'm seeing this student, and then you're like, oh, Logan, you're not working, hurry up, guys, we're waiting on you. Like you can scroll through like 30 of these at once and be like, okay, you're not answering. Where's your stuff? Or maybe you have a graph on your screen. Guys, if you're teaching math, you can have a graph in the background right here, and you can say graph the lines, and you can see all 24, 25, 30 graphs at once, and they can say, okay, I'm gonna pick a line, and maybe I wanna make it pink. And then I can go like that. That's a thick line. I don't like it thick. I want it thinner. So I'm going to move it down. And so maybe I want it like there. And so there you go. So again, only one of the students is responding. I don't like that. I want to see more. So I'm like, hey, Logan, start working. Like all the teachers of Logan know, like, hurry up, Logan, do something. Or maybe I'm like, hey, I'm an English teacher and I need an answer to label this. Wow, how are you? And so you can see that you can also do text and drawing at the same time. And honestly, guys, there's a pretty wide palette of colors on this. Like it's pretty cool. And then if you're like, wait, erase that, which you'll see in my video, I think I got it in there. Can you erase that now? Okay, fine. I erased it. See it? Okay. So then I'm going to get just another one here so you can see the difference. This one's, maybe I need a line. Maybe I need a really big dot or something. Maybe I need some other colors. There's like grays and all sorts of things in here. So anywho, you guys get the gist. So I did two. And now you can scroll down and see both of them and see how they're like, okay, that's Troy and he wasn't feeling good today, but look at what he's done. And here, this is Logan and this is what he's done. And I'm not showing this on the screen. You have the choice to show or not. So you can actually go show the responses. And again, you can pick certain ones where you're like, I really want to show this one. It's really cool. Let's talk about it as a class. And star them and then show it or not. So you can show everybody's all at once and everybody can look at them and be like, okay. So, and then I can hide it. All right, let's go to the last couple. Multiple choice. I show you how to do this in the class. So you can just see that everybody's gonna pick a different one. And then this is what the teachers see. The teachers see this, and I show you this in the video. And again, if they're not responding, it's down here. And then you can show it to the class. Or you can just move your screen over because like for me, I want to keep both up because I have an image. So for example, what I do with this is, and you'll see me do it, is I can resize my teacher screen. And then I just sort of put it over on top and then everybody, we can talk about it with the image and the answers and that right next to it. And you'll see that in my video. Okay, last type of interactive is students, please interact with my website classroom, or you want to control the website they're on because Pear Deck makes them stay in it, right? So this is the teacher view right here, and then here's the website. So this is the students. This is what I see, because I don't know if you can see that. It's hard to do this with, but this is my virtual classroom, and that's the link I gave them. And so I said, hey, I'm going to control what you're doing. So look, here's the website. So this is what they see. They see a website that I pre-programmed that website, right, on that slide. And so now they can actually click, and like this one is clicking in the website, and I've controlled where they're going and what they're doing. And so this one is going to Google Classrooms. I don't think you can really, you can lock screens. I don't think you can really see. This is the only one where you can't really see what they're doing. But it's just the fact that you can control the website they're on, I think, is the most important thing. Like for me, if I need them to go to my teacher book, like the chemistry book here, I control that they go to that link from this stuff, whatever. So the website one just basically controls that they're only going to this website and that they're working on that website with you. And so yeah, that's it. So I hope, oh, so that's it, right? So hold on. Let me show you the ending stuff. So I'm done for the day, and so I want to end it, right? And I can actually name this section. So I can say test session period one, and you can either publish it to the students. That's another great thing, is that you can publish everything that happens within your time frame on the slides together, and it goes right to the Google Classroom. Amazing. So here I say test session 1, period 1, and you can save and end the session. And then it creates everything, and it says, okay, what classroom do you want to share it with? So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to select my practice classroom. So I've got a practice classroom because we all know we've got to practice things. And you can choose which way you want to put it. I put it as material, go, and then you can say Pear Deck practice period 1. Put it under the right topic, put it to all the students, and then post it. And then it creates stuff for you too. So it'll create a class roster of like who was in your class, who wasn't, did someone leave early, blah, blah, blah. So you can do attendance through it too. So now I can view it. So it posts it to the class, and now you can view it. And so I posted it as a classwork. So it's going to pop up right here. This is the one I just created. So you can open this, view the material. This is what the students will see. And so whatever interaction they did with you on Pear Deck, it will show up for them, and they'll be able to see their own work. So for me, I'm going to be able to see everybody's work. So that's what this is. This is like one of these is Logan's and one of these is Troy's, but so it's not going to give them everybody else's work, if that makes sense. And so it'll say, this was your response. This was the slide. This was your response. Hello, my teachers are my heroes. Remember that. This was where you put your chip. This was the number you picked. This was the art you created. This was the multiple choice. Here is what this, and the beauty is that on the left, it's showing you what the slide from the teacher had. And I didn't have to do anything. I just ended it, and it just sent it away to all students. Done. Plus, this also gives it to you. So, so I instantly get a copy, like you just saw, of everybody's, and it just creates it and saves it into your drive under Pear Deck. So there you go. So Pear Deck, this is the teacher's view. And that's it. So you'll be able to also look at the roster within it. And that's it. I hope this helps, and maybe some of you guys won't spend so much of your personal time grading, because I don't think anybody should spend 10 hours grading. That's just horrible. All right, see you guys later. Okay, so my first question for you guys is, which of the 3 microscopic particle structures for phases is representing a liquid? Put your chips on the microscopic image of the liquid, please. And Daniela, you're not responding at all. See your name right here popping up? There you go. Thank you. All right, liquids, people. Remember, liquids you can stick your finger through, and they have a little bit more space between them, not like a gas, but more space than the solid, and they move a little bit medium level energy. So you're correct, this is the liquid. And Shannon, where are you at? You're moseying off the screen. There you go. Okay, so before I start the extra credit opportunity, I want to go over 2 definitions with you. So definition number 1, what is a molecule? And then definition 2, what's an atom? So a molecule is the smallest chunk of matter you can have when dealing with bonded things such as compounds or diatomic elements, okay? An atom is the smallest chunk of matter you can have when dealing with with elements. Knowing this, which of the following below are atoms and which are molecules? Sorry for my typo, guys, just noticing that. Okay, so the first student I'm going to call on, I'm going to ask you to circle all of the images that would be classified as atoms. So of the 6 images here for these particle dots, which particles below have atoms? So let's see who gets 10 extra credit points. Shannon, if you're willing to unmute right now and work with me, you have the opportunity of 10 extra credit points. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right, awesome. So what I want you to do is on your screen, I want you to circle all of the atoms only, just the atoms. So circle everything out of the 6 here, which are atoms. Everyone else, you go ahead and do it too. And then if she gets it wrong, whichever screen I see, which you guys will see in a second, whichever screen I see first that has the correct answer, you can get extra credit as well. Again, Shannon, there's no need to get it correct to get your extra credit, okay? And then let me know when you're ready, Shannon.
I'm done.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to show your screen right now. There you are. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Shannon has these answers. So atoms. Okay, so this is one. I'm glad you have this because this is actually a common error right here, this one. An atom means you just have one dot, okay? So hydrogen, just one dot right here. This is correct. Oxygen, red, one dot here. That's correct. Nitrogen, one dot here. That's correct. This is actually a molecule, and the best example of why we need the word molecule in our language for science is because as soon as you start taking 2 atoms and bonding them together like this, where you put them side by side or you have a line between them, we start calling those clumps of matter, we call those molecules. And so this one is not an atom, it's a molecule. So I'm going to go up. And it just so happens that Celio, you have a extra credit 10 on top of yours because you were the first person that I scrolled that saw the correct answer. So Shannon, you get 10 extra credit points.
Ms. Brooks, you can also see multiple at a time.
I know that, but I'm doing it this way on purpose. So mandatory to take up extra credit. But I already did Jose, so I'm going to click it again. Oscar. Oscar, do you want to show your answer for extra credit?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'm going to find you. Show me what one molecule would look like. Okay, so here we go. All right, here we go, Oscar. Okay. All right, so Oscar, you have 1 sodium with a blue dot, and then, wait, why are you adding the green? Are you, Oscar, can you unmute? Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, all right, so let me clarify this one because this one has been the most difficult for everybody. You have a big chunk of chemicals and you need to figure out what one molecule is. If I give you the formula, like right here, I say NaCl, sodium chloride, NaCl. then it would be just one of the NAs, which I've showed you here is blue, and one of the chlorines, which is green. And so actually, Oscar, if you erase this second green dot that you did when you first opened the screen and it was just one green and one blue, that was actually right. And then all you need to do is either have them touch right here or put a line between them. Can you do that for me? Awesome, Oscar. Okay, perfect, Oscar. That is exactly one molecule of sodium chloride would just be taking these. All right, everyone answering for your 10 class participation points here. What is that? We're almost ready here. Hold on, I'm just waiting on one more student to answer. All right, we got this. Here we go. So the number one answer was homogeneous mixture of an element and a compound, and that is correct. C is correct. It is not heterogeneous for those of you who put that, because heterogeneous means different. Okay, Jenny and Shannon, we're waiting on you guys. All right, awesome. Everybody has answered. Cool beans. Yes, you guys are correct. That's a solution because light passes through it. Almost